As I sit here today at 56 years old, reflecting on my life and how I ended up here, I can't help but think back to the beginning. I was taken from my biological parents at birth due to their severe alcoholism and placed in foster care. For almost 4 years, I bounced around from one foster home to another, never really knowing where I would end up next. This constant instability had a profound impact on my development as a child. I struggled with trust and bonding issues, as I never had a permanent figure in my childhood to rely on. Every time I was moved to a new home, I had to start all over again. I never had the chance to form lasting relationships with anyone, and I'm sure I always felt like I was on my own. As a result, I acted out a lot as a child, trying to express my deep sense of abandonment, but not understanding how to communicate that feeling, or even what it was. I struggled with mental health and emotional issues and struggled to connect with others. As I grew older, these issues only seemed to get worse. I had trouble holding jobs, maintaining friendships, and forming romantic relationships. It wasn't until I reached adulthood that I realized how damaging my foster care experiences had been. I struggled with trust and intimacy and found it hard to connect with others on a deeper level. Running away at the first thought of being hurt, beating others to the punch, I spent my whole life running. But despite all of this, I tried to stay positive and make the most of the cards I had been dealt. Over time, I began to accept my past and its impact on my life. What choice did I have? It wasn't easy, but I knew I had to face my demons head-on to move forward. I sought help for my mental health issues and started to work on building healthier relationships with those around me. It's challenging. I still struggle with some of these issues today, but I've come a long way from where I started. I've learned it's okay to trust others and let people in very slowly. It's not always easy, but I'm determined to keep pushing forward and making the most of my life. Healthy relationships are important. We need that human connection to be whole. I may have had a difficult start, but I refuse to let that define who I am today. I'm a work in progress. I'm a firm believer to understand an issue or behaviour that doesn't serve you. You must go back, go to the root, dig up that root, get a good look at it, and then toss it in the garbage. I'm not suggesting to dwell on one's past, but if you don't know where you are, it's because you don't know where you've come from.